I'm here with Mike Capuano.
Hi, how you doing there, Dave? Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming on to the Getting to Know Maui show.
My pleasure.
I'd like to welcome you for Maui and also for Akaku and also for the Getting to Know Maui show.
Glad to be here.
So tell me a little bit about Mike. What are you up to today?
I just sold my restaurant, the Maui Kava Bar and Grill. I'm going to pursue my chocolatier career all the way, and I'm going to go all organic. So it's going to be organic kava and chocolate bar. I'm going to use Maui rum and organic chocolate on another one, and then I'm probably going to do Kona coffee and chocolate. And those three, I'm pursuing some big accounts on the mainland that I've already touched base with, and they said if you can make them, we'll sell them.
Awesome.
Yep.
So where does Mike come from?
I was born in Flushing, Queens, New York. And then I lived there for about 6 years, and then we moved upstate New York near Woodstock. We lived close to there, way up in the boonies over there, nice mountains and country.
So what was it like owning the restaurant?
My dad called it a forced savings bank, so I never really got paid that much, but when I sold it, now I can move on with selling businesses, business brokerage, and the candy bar businesses, which makes it way better for me. Lots of fun now. I'm having fun.
What kind of fun?
I've been doing a lot more hiking, soccer, got a puppy, going traveling a lot more. I've been reading a lot, which has been very cool. You know, I never had time to read. Working in the restaurant business, you're there morning, noon, and night. So every evening I read, and it's been very enjoyable. I'm reading Steven Tyler's book right now from Aerosmith.
So what are your plans for the future? I mean, are you staying here on Maui? Or?
I'm going to be a Maui resident part-time. I've been here almost 30 years on Maui. My next step is to find a place on the East Coast, which is closer to my family, make the candy bars in that way, and then I have some big accounts in the health food stores over there. And then I'll have a home base here on Maui and a home base in New York. And I plan on being 1 month here, 1 month there. I'm looking forward to that. I have 3 brothers and a sister, and they all live real close to each other. I have a little cabin up by the lake in upstate New York, and then got some property up here in Kula right now.
So is there anything that you'd like to say to Maui since you're here?
Maui's been very good to me. I love it. It's gorgeous. In the last 30 years, I wanted to move somewhere, somehow, someplace. So I've checked out a lot of places, and somehow I just keep coming back here. But candy bars all the way. Get ready for my newest candy bars, 100% organic. It's going to be with kava in it. So if you need to relax a little bit, cuts the edge, cut anxiety, just pop one of these candy bars in your mouth.
What's involved in manufacturing the candy bars?
Manufacturing candy bars on Maui is very labor intensive. We melt off the chocolate. We'll pick the flavor that we want to do for day. Let's say we want to do Kona coffee and caramel. We'll hand get all the pieces of caramel together. We'll mix the coffee, real coffee we use, right in the chocolate batch. And then they hand squeeze each one. We'll make probably 1,000 a day with the molds. Then we actually take the molds and we put them in the refrigerator so they chill. To a certain temperature so they don't bloom, and that's that white stuff that they get sometimes. It's called tempering. And then after they're done and getting hard, we take them out, then we hand foil each one, and we hand wrap each one with a glue stick, and we make about 1,000 candy bars a day. But the demand is 5,000 candy bars a day, so there's no way we can do that with the facility that we have. So that's why I'm sourcing out right now large companies on the mainland that can make 100,000 candy bars in a day. It's so sophisticated, and the machine is very, very expensive for me to invest in that kind of equipment. It just doesn't make sense, because these guys can make me 100,000 of the bars with my recipe. It's called private labeling. So they'll put my label on it, my recipe, and say manufactured for, and then I'm the salesman. I'll be doing all the trade shows across the United States, and a lot of the colleges have where you can test your products out at the colleges and stuff, so I'm lined up for that. So it's going to be a nice, fun, sweet journey.
Are you looking forward to it?
I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I liquidated a lot of stuff. I'm a lot more mobile right now. I'm ready to get on a plane and travel a little bit and have some fun and open some new doors. And I've been on Maui almost 30 years already, so it's going to be kind of good to see what's really going on in the mainland and a different energy with, you know, I'm an East Coaster, New Yorker, so we have that already in us. So I'll be doing that, bringing Maui to the mainland, which is going to be kind of cool in a sweet way with the candy bars.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Wowie Maui candy bar, the organic line is coming out. Actually, we have to take it to the lab first to get it all tested for nutrition value. Mm-hmm. A lot of these big companies like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Wild Oats, they're very, very strict in ingredients and stuff like that. So you have to have it all documented through the labs, and then that goes on your label. Mm-hmm. And then I like point of purchase. I like doing samples. I like doing trade shows. So it's going to be a lot of fun doing that. And we're up to 9 flavors now.
9 flavors?
9 flavors candy bars we got right now. The recent one is we soak raisins in Maui rum, mm-hmm. which is really fun, in a dark chocolate. And then the one prior to that, which is becoming number 2 already, is we work with Maui chip potato chips, the big, thick, crunchy ones, the original.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we crunch them up and we put that in chocolate. So you got that crunch, you got that salt, you got that chocolate, and that's the women's favorite. They really like that one. And then my number 1 seller is the Kona coffee and caramel. People just love that. Gives them a little jolt, and it's not the flavoring of Kona coffee or anything. It's real Kona coffee in there that we mix up, so you get that a little crunch with that also. A big seller also is the one with the macadamia nuts. More of the tourists, they come here, mm-hmm. they think Hawaii, they like macadamia nuts, so they grab the macadamia nut candy bar. But the original one, which is one of my favorites, it's not a great seller, but it's my favorite. It's chewy banana. We take banana, we dry them, and it becomes like a raisin, like a chewy part. Mm-hmm. And then that chewy banana goes in there with macadamia nuts, and it's a chewy banana, macadamia nut. That's my original candy bar that we started with back in 1988 was the first candy bar. A friend of mine, John, in Ulapalakua, used to have a company called Banana Buddies. And he used to dry the bananas and make them chewy, and had a little bag of Banana Buddies, and he helped me out get that up and going. Then the design work and artwork, I went through about 50 artists, because there's a lot of artists on the island. And I had it up here, but I just needed to see it. And then finally I was at a wedding, and I was telling this guy this story about, I got this thing in my head about the design I want. And he goes, oh, I work for Liberty House. Remember Liberty House used to be here? So Liberty House, and he did all their design work for them, and then he sent me one proof, and it was exactly what I wanted. So I've been using that design ever since. 88 was the first one that we came out with. So we sell about 200,000 candy bars now, made by hand. Sounds like you're set. Yeah, we're having a good time. We're in Wailuku. We hand make them in Wailuku, but we're ready to get to the East Coast. I can't wait till my first 100,000 are made, and then got my point of purchase box in there and everything. It's very exciting. 1 or 2 accounts, and we're all set. I'll get to the beach more then. So, looking forward to that. Mike, thank you for coming on to the show, and I wish you well. Much mahalas. Thanks, Maui, for joining us for number 6. Aloha.